Hey everyone. So, I have news, and it's not good news. I got broken up with. Y'all knew that from the title, but I got broken up with. Technically, what day is it? Technically, 4 days ago. Technically 4 days ago. But he broke up with me at 10:04 p.m. one night, and then the next day by like 4:01 p.m. he was already asking for me back, and I was like, great, this is good, because I don't want to break up with him. And then a few minutes later he says he's tired, and I was like, okay. And he said, I need some time to process. I was like, time to process what? And he said, us. I was like, us? He's like, yeah, us being back together. I was like, are we back together? Did we confirm this? And I was like, let's go with no for now, so that I don't get my hopes up. And thank the Lord I did that, because I was like, we'll talk about it later, go get some rest, because he might have just said that because he was tired. We don't talk for the rest of that night. We talked the next day, and he doesn't mention anything about us getting back together. And I'm real confused. I'm like, the back and forth, it's not it for me. It's not. And yeah, it was very confusing. So we keep talking, and I'm like, hey, you have until yesterday to decide whether you want to be with me or not, because I'm not gonna sit here and let you toy with my emotions. Because even though I love you, I'm not gonna let you toy with my emotions. And he was like, I want to be back together. I was like, okay, cool. Here's the thing though. If we get back together, since I'm almost 18, I'm planning for my future. If you're with me, you gotta be planning for a future with me. Because I'm not dating to break up. I'm dating to have an extended relationship. Potentially get married if I decide I want to do that someday. And he was unsure. So I was like, okay, we're not back together. It's very hard for me to put my foot down in situations like these, because this is somebody that I've spent the last year of my life with, that I love and care for very, very much. And it seems like it all just fell to shit at the drop of a hat, and it was out of nowhere 2 days after our 1-year anniversary. We had gotten into an argument the night before our 1-year anniversary, and I was pissed at him. Rightfully so. I'm not going to say the reason because I don't want to say all of our business, but and I said, I was like, we should break up. But a little while later, like 20-ish minutes of us back and forth kind of arguing, I was like, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I was emotional. I don't want to break up with you. Let's work this out. Then he was like, I need time to decide if I'm going to break up with you or not. And I really regret saying that, because I was really mad. I know I shouldn't have said that, and my only justification for it is that I was really mad. So, by all means, this is my fault. He takes like 2 days to think. We talk occasionally in between those days. And yeah, he decides, he was like, I think it's better that we separate. It's like, do you? I don't. Also random, but there's makeup under my nails. Hold on. They look so bad because there's makeup under them. Hold on. Give me a moment, y'all. Give me a second. I'm wiping them with a makeup wipe. I was like, why do my nails look like that underneath? I didn't even get it all. What the fuck? Okay, doesn't matter. Red bottoms. Of course the nails had to slay for the breakup, you know. I didn't see this coming, but my nails sure did. But yeah, I I don't think it was the right decision, and he said himself that doesn't feel right, and I was like, yeah, it doesn't feel right for me either, why don't we just get back together? And then and I was like, no. I know you can't tell because I look very put together, and I specifically took a long time putting myself together before this video. But I have, bear with me here. This is so bad. This is what I looked like right after he broke up with me. There's worse pictures of like, it's bad, but I'm not gonna show this. Yeah, I'm literally heartbroken. And like, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. But yeah, it hasn't set in yet, even though it's technically been 4 days. But like, I'm debating blocking him because, here's the thing, he breaks up with me and he was like, can we still be friends? I know that some people who are in relationships and they break up, they can still be friends after, but I heard a quote one time, and it was like, something along, I don't know the exact quote, I don't know who it was from, but it was something along the lines of like, if two ex-lovers can be friends, they're either still in love or they never were. I'm 100% still in love with him. He thinks I'm gonna move on and find somebody better. I was like, no, I won't. You are the better. Because all my past relationships have been shit. But yeah, it's just been a trip. The last week of my life has been a trip for sure. And I haven't thought about it too in depth yet because I'm trying to avoid thinking about it. But we were like, he's just about to start university in less than a month. And I was like, this is gonna be great. Yes, he's gonna be busy. Yes, he's gonna have less time for me. But I'm gonna be able to be there for him and emotionally support him and help him through all of the hard stuff that comes with university. And I'm gonna get to hear about all the new friends he makes. I won't. And one of the bigger parts of it, I'm gonna try it so hard not to cry. Oh my god, it's like hitting right now. Worst time for the real. My mom loves him so much. Like, and the amount, it just boggles my mind. The amount that we both fought to be where we are. Like, he talked to me over email for 4 months. And we weren't even dating. We didn't see each other for 4 months because neither of us had a car. Not the same 4 months, mind you. And he tells me that now it's because he's afraid he won't be able to provide for me? Like, in terms of emotional and... I mean, like, I've met his friends. He hasn't met any of my friends, because I don't fucking have friends. But his friends like me, I think. He's met, like, most of my family. I've met his immediate family. I just don't understand how something that I put so much love and time and effort and care, and somebody who I changed not who I am, but like who I made changes for the better for, could just leave like that. And I know that it was my fault. I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at this situation. I'm mad that it had to happen now. Because in my mind, I have so much more love to give him and like care. And he's worried about all of this stuff about university. I'm like, that's what I'm there for. I'm there to be there for you. I'm not just there to sit and look pretty. We fought through all the other tough parts. We can't get through this? And I guess the answer is no. Maybe I'm too much work. I don't feel like it. And I think I asked him, I was like, is it because I'm high maintenance or something? He was like, no. Long distance was never easy. But the thing is, we made it work. Until we didn't. I don't understand. I don't understand why now. And some of the things that he says didn't make sense. He told me at one point that he wanted to be together with me, but that, and I quote, my feelings for you are weaker than they were before. It makes me itchy, like genuinely. First of all, why would you say that to me? What would possess you? I guess I appreciate the honesty, but why? He's told me consistently that it's not my fault, but I know everybody says that. Everybody says that, and 99% of the time it's not true. But I am confused as to what part of it was me, because I tried my best to be everything he wanted. And I guess that it goes to show that it's never enough. But here's the thing. He never liked when I wore makeup. I'm wearing makeup. He never liked when I straightened my hair. And my hair is straightened. But he'd still tell me I was gorgeous even when I was wearing makeup or my hair is straightened. It sucks. This is a bad point in my life. You wouldn't be able to tell, because in all my other YouTube videos I look like shit. And in this one I look put together, decent, if you will. But this past week of my life has been the most unhappy. Worst is a different situation. This has been the most unhappy I've ever been in a consecutive week. So, I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. I don't know where to go from here. My summer semester of college is almost over, and then I go into fall semester. And then I graduate in May. Before I even met him, I was planning to go to the university that he's going to. Should I not go to the university now because I know he's going there? Of course, we were like, oh, it's cool that we both want to go to the same university because maybe we'll get to dorm there together or something stupid like that. I don't know. But and when he broke up with me, he was like, I need to check up on you and make sure you're okay. I'm not your responsibility anymore if you're breaking up with me. If we're broken up, I'm no longer your girlfriend. At least while I'm hurting after the breakup, I can't be friends with you. Maybe we can be friends sometime soon. But I can't be friends with you immediately after a breakup. Because that's like just sitting there. That's like if... Let me think of an analogy here. That's like if I figured out that I was allergic to chocolate and I wanted chocolate and you just dangled a piece of chocolate in my face. No, give me the fucking chocolate. I don't care if I puke. Give it. I don't know. It's so weird. I've never been in a relationship as long as I was in a relationship with him. And it's a very weird feeling because he is my comfort person. I genuinely, maybe this is bad, I genuinely do not remember what my life was like before I met him. I can pick out certain events that stuck out to me, but I don't remember who I was before I met him. Because I'm better. Because he motivated me and helped me to be better. Obviously, he didn't fucking do it for me. Like, I'm just at a loss. I don't understand. And I feel like it's worse to not understand. Because now, I don't think I'm going to block him. But if we keep texting, I'm going to have to because I can't emotionally handle that. But literally, I texted him. He was at work today. But, oh my god, I can't, I'm not going to show you all that. But you can see, the last text I sent to him was, if we are not together, I cannot continue talking to you right now. Never responded. That was at 7:45 p.m. He had gotten off work at 7. I know he saw that shit. Did not care. And it's just like paragraphs and paragraphs. Back and forth. Long ass paragraphs. Like, I am miserable. I do not want it to be like this. But I did my due diligence. And I have to keep telling myself that because in my mind I'm like, but if he wants to come back tomorrow? Like, what if he wants to come back in a week? What if he wants to come back in a month? I have to let him back. I have to wait for him. He's not going to want to do that. But it's really, 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 really hard for me to accept that. Because I want him to be with me. And I know that you're not supposed to beg for people to love you. But I don't have to beg for him to love me because he already loves me. Far as I'm aware. Last I heard, he still loves me. But yeah, I just don't know what to do. I don't understand. I'm confused. I don't really want to do anything anymore. Like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to see my family. Like, I've been avoiding my family. Because I'm depressed. And you wouldn't know it from looking at me. But if you saw my fucking camera roll, if you all saw my camera roll, you would know. But yeah, it's just... I haven't accepted it. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to accept it. He thinks I'm going to move on and find somebody better. I don't want to. I'm not going to. He thinks he's not good enough for me. I've told him I wanted him first. And I've told him since the beginning of our relationship that he is enough, that I do want him, that, like, all of this stuff. And I texted him earlier, and I said, you'll always be more than enough for me. If you weren't enough, I wouldn't be fighting for you. If you weren't enough, I would have just said, okay, LOL, bye, and not talked to you again after we broke up. But I have been there consistently for the past 4 days when he's crying on the phone, talking about how it doesn't feel right, and he regrets it and he wants me back. I'm the one maintaining my composure while the guy that hurts me cries about how he's feeling. The fucking audacity. He's confused as why I didn't cry on the phone when we broke up. He was like, are you not sad? And I told him, this is the most unhappy point in my life. You meant everything to me. But I have spent the last 3 days of my life while you were trying to decide if you wanted to be with me or not, making pros and cons lists. I was crying every few hours at the thought, imagining you breaking up with me. I have no tears left for you. None. But that was a lie, because right after we got off the phone, I cried for another 2 fucking hours straight. But at that point, I didn't have anything left to give him, because I had used it all preparing, if you will, for the moment that happened. And he cries to me. He cries to me about, I think this is hurting me more than it's hurting you. Ridiculous statement. And then, I'll tell you all this too, because I'm mad now. I'll tell you all this too, because I'm pissed off. He has the nerve to say, you love me more than I love you. Okay, then why for months, every time we got off the phone, I love you more, no, I love you more, and he'd hang up before I could say it again, so that it would seem like he loved me more? Why were you lying? Why were you lying? Saying that you loved me more if you didn't. Oh, I feel like you have so much love to give. I feel like you love me very strongly and I only love you strongly. Guys, there's no creatures in here except me. And that came from over there. There shouldn't be anything over there. I'm genuinely scared right now. Yo, can y'all see that? What creature? What ghost? The flashlight? Hello? Bitch, don't do that to me again. Oh my fucking god. Anyway. Yeah. I'm not really mad at him. I'm mad at the situation, like I said. I'm like this mad at him for being confusing, playing with my emotions, blaming me, but then again not blaming me, which is also part of the confusing thing. And like the desire that I have to just cut it off and be like, you cannot play with my emotions anymore. But at the same time, I want to be like, please, just please, I'm sorry. I want you. I want to make this work. Please let me help you. Let me help you through the stressful things. Let me be there for you. But he's not gonna let me anymore. And that is a hard pill to swallow, like,